Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. My name is David Hodge, active NGO warrior, representing Master Suleiman, the messenger of the covenant, the breaker of the seven seals. This is wartime. Today my topic is, will Iran sign a Jcpoa agreement? Before I start, I'd like to remind my people about the Holocaust. The Holocaust. This is the black man and woman of America's true experience, but they whitewash it and call it slavery. Some might ask, what's the big deal? What's wrong with calling it slavery? I mean, that is what we went through, right? Yeah, we did. But that's not all that we went through, brothers and sisters. There was a part two. We went through a part two that they leave out, that they're trying to hide, trying to keep from you. They're not telling you about, which is the majority part, brothers and sisters, which is just right in front of you. This illustration here, which is horror, torment, torture, affliction, brothers and sisters, the Holocaust. This is 99% of our experience. And the part they trying to tell you that only happened to us was 1%, which they call slavery, which was the economic side of it, brothers and sisters, which was maximum profit, minimum overhead, meaning we were given scraps, the bare minimum, just enough to survive. But that little bit that they gave us to survive was not nothing that was rewarding, or, you see what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing to look forward to. You see, they turned us into human garbage disposals, feeding us stuff that they was throwing away, stuff that they were tossing out, getting rid of, discarding. You see, they didn't want it. Instead of throwing away, they gave it to us. As many know today as chitlins, but they used to call it shitlings. The intestines of the pig with the poop inside. Yes, brothers and sisters, they was feeding us shit. However, they're saying that 100% of your experience was slavery. That's what they're saying, brothers and sisters. That we were just working hard, exalted labors, restricted freedom in a system where they practice owning slaves, and we were the slaves. We were the ones forced to do hideous labor. We were the one being owned by another person, enslaved, held, or owned as human chattel or property, bondage, brothers and sisters. They're saying that this is all they're saying that our experience was, that we were just legally owned by other people who forced us to work and obey them underneath their full control, and forbidden to quit our services. That's what they're saying our experience was, being forced into servitude with the bare minimum, the scraps, being treated as if that was just it. Being treated as if that was just it. Like, slavery was just it. But hey, we treated them good. That's what they're trying to say. That's the picture they're trying to paint, brothers and sisters. with these illustrations right here in front of you, brothers and sisters, says something totally different. Because this is not slavery right here in front of you, brothers and sisters. What in the hell is this? What would you call this? What is this? Because it's not slavery. This wasn't part of slavery. So what was they doing this? Ain't these people of God? Ain't they angels? Ain't they saints? So what is this in the name of Jesus? What is this? This is what they said, right? God-fearing people. So what is this here? This don't look like the works of God, if you ask me. What? This looks like the work of Satan. This looks very satanic, if you ask me. See, because it was nothing that they did that Satan himself couldn't have come and done. So what was it that Satan did that they didn't already do? Let's take a look. These people inflicted terror on us. This is our true experience, brothers and sisters. 99% of it that they're hiding from you. Murder, rape, genocide, deception, oppression, torment, torture, complete misery. 24/7, 365, brothers and sisters, non-stop, relentlessly, continuously, no intent on ever hitting the brakes, no mercy, no remorse, no celebrations, no holidays, no birthdays, just this right here in front of you, pure affliction, terror, torment, torture, abuse. And our brothers and sisters don't even know. They don't even know. They know nothing about it. Why are they hiding it? Why are they hiding this? What are they hiding it from? Why are they hiding it for? Why don't want us to know? Why don't want their children to know what they've done? Why don't they want their children to be proud of them? It's because it's not honorable. You know, you speak up your history so well. You built up so many lies and fairy tales. You sold them all lies. You sold us all lies. You try to paint a picture that you was great, honorable men, but you were rapists, pedophiles, slave owners, destroyers. You see? Terrorists. Sick, twisted individuals. The devil. You see, but try to paint the picture that you were an angel. That you were God's people. That you was doing the work of God. You see? Opposite day. But this here proves it all. This tells you exactly who they are. Just by looking at this right here. In the fact that they're hiding it. You see? If they was proud, I mean, it was such a good thing, then why hide it? Why not parade it? Share it. Tell the world. See? But you're too busy being a liar and a hypocrite. See? Going around imposing on people, telling people that they're wrong and that they're sick, that they're monsters. You see? Ridiculing and blaming other people for what they're doing in their countries. Not minding your own damn business like you should, because your rap sheet doesn't look well either. You see? You asking for everybody else's backgrounds and running everybody else's backgrounds and running everyone history, but let's take a look at your rap sheet, America. It's not looking so good. Is that why you're into it with everybody now? Is that why your time is up? You've met your day. You're under judgment due to the treatment of the black man and woman of America, the true seed of Abraham, God's chosen people. But instead, to counteract that, you in Britain, y'all established false Israel in 1948 to counteract that we were God's chosen people and put these phony people in the Middle East to counteract our claim. You see? You being judged for all your crimes and all your works, your evil works and deeds. The answer is yes. America's under judgment due to this right here, brothers. Since everything that's taking place in the world is centered around this. Everything that's taking place right now is because of the Holocaust. Everything that they did to us, they did not get away with it, brothers and sisters. Not at all. You see? They thought they got away with it themselves. They knew. Once COVID-19 kicked in, they knew exactly what time it was. Once they saw this plague wasn't going away, they knew what time it was. These people were taught Exodus out the womb. They know what time it was when they were the ones being affected by this virus. When it was intended for us and we wasn't dying, it was them. And the people that looked like they was dying, that looked like us, weren't us. You understand what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? We were raped. Our black women and women children were raped and had to bear massive children. So those are masses, black-faced demons, black-faced children, Caucasian and black skin, tar babies, Oreos, black on the outside, white on the inside, wolves in sheep clothing, brothers and sisters. So the people that look like us that was dying from the virus is they black-faced children, demons, half devil, half man. So that virus was for they people, the Caucasian people. They knew what time we was in when that happened. Because it says that in our covenant, that they don't tell our black people, which is your reward for all these things we went through. This right here, the Holocaust. It says in 400 years, these people be judged. After we serve and be afflicted by these people, 400 years, these people judged. Came in right on time, brothers and sisters. 1619, 2019, 2020, the year of judgment. COVID-19, the plague that would kill the firstborn, meaning the elderly, would pass over us. Who? The black men and women of America. Those with the lamb's blood. Meaning you had to be original because the lamb was original. So the plague was passing over us because it was for them. But why? Why was it for them? Because they was afflicting us. Because they inflicted terror and torture and tormented us. They're being judged because they exceeded the limits. They went above and beyond what they were supposed to do. They were told not to touch us. They was told not to eat from that tree. When you eat something, it means to take it out of existence. It means it's gone. You can get rid of it. They were told not to touch us. They were told not to take us out. They were told not to annihilate us. Or in exchange, it would be their death. That they would be sentenced to death. So that's what's going on, brothers and sisters. America, days are over. Everything is a sum up from this here, brothers and sisters. The Holocaust said what was done to us will be done to them. A double scoop. That these people will receive everything back in full. So that's what's going on right now, brothers and sisters. All these current events, all these wars, all this critical race theory, you see? All these things you've never heard of until recently that the NGO has been revealing for 30 plus years. Master Suleiman has been telling you this for 30 plus years, brothers and sisters. And us NGO warriors going on 3 years when no one was even talking about these things. Not one word of it. Wasn't even a thought. But here we are, telling you stuff that hasn't happened yet. Prophecy. Telling you stuff that's in the future. And now it's here. We're here. We're here now. Now everyone's talking about it. Now it's the headliners. Now it's the topic of conversation. Now it's all over the place. Now it's spreading the gospel. Said to be preached all around the world. Worldwide. The Injil, the gospel, Revelations, the apocalypse. Be preached all around the world. Through the World Wide Web. See? Then the end would come. The end of what? America. Says Egypt will no longer be a nation again. Meaning we're going to be engulfed in flames. Crushed. Disintegrated. You see? It is because of what they did to us during the Holocaust, brothers. Because they didn't get away with nothing. They thought they did, but when COVID-19 came in, like I said, they knew exactly what time it was. And now they've been trying to be nice to you and trying to kind you and come at you in a different angle. See, first they was coming at you full blown with a knife. You see them coming. And they was vicious dogs, gruesome behavior. The behavior. They didn't mask it up. See, but now they're masking it up. They befriending you. They're coming up to you, trying to smile in your face and talk to you and act like they care about you. Trying to put you first. Acting like they give a damn about you now, huh? See? But they got the gun right to your back. They still got the same agenda, which is to wipe you out. They just know that they're in hot water. And we just this close to the boiling point. But they're trying to figure out a plan to still get rid of your ass. Because you're causing them to be in danger. You're a threat to them. And so is all these other people. Everybody's a threat to their well-being, to their life, to their physical life. You're a threat. You see? Even their own demon children are a threat to them. They need to get rid of all niggas. Anyone that's black. Because here we are, Master Suleiman, the NGO warriors, crushing this whole reality. Here, standing alone in battle with Master Suleiman with the highest pressure, the gospel, the NGO, the highest pressure in the universe that's crushing this low pressure reality because high pressure destroys low pressure. So we're a threat, you see? Because if our people get whiff of the truth, then our unity is their destruction. You see? So we are threats to their well-being. And then these demons, they're devil demon children, black-faced children. They're a threat to how their system works, how America's set up, their system. The fabric of it. The demons are trying to change the fabric of it. Black Lives Matter. Justice for blacks. You see, more rights, more equal rights for blacks. You see? Because we don't give a damn about that. We want complete separation, us original people, but masses, black-faced children, they want more rights. They want to be equal massa. They want to be as close as they can to massa. They want to take over America. See? So they're a threat to massa. They're a threat to their own father. And they don't even know that massa going to get rid of them too. See? Now I said that all things will fail. So them getting rid of us completely is not going to happen the way they expected. But them getting rid of them demons, I can't say the same for that. Because the demons can't win against their father. They're outnumbered. And we're not going to help them. You see? Because we're getting out of here. But they're trying to convince us to do that. And we don't want to do that. We want to get out of here. Because we don't want to stay here in the land of our oppression. See? But these demons try to sell you the attitude and the idea. See? Sell you an evil suggestion to inherit the land of your oppression. You see? Even though it's going to be destroyed. Even though it has no topsoil. Even though it's worthless. You see? If you don't know what topsoil is, it's organic matter to grow food. You need it. And these people been borrowing it because they don't have it. You see? So they're not telling you the truth about a lot of things, brothers and sisters. And one thing they're not telling you about is this Jcpoa agreement. You see? They're not telling you about this Jcpoa agreement, brothers and sisters. Why not? Why aren't they telling you about that? Why would they? They know what's going on. They know what's happening. They won't even tell you about this. They won't even tell you about the Holocaust. Definitely not going to tell you about what's taking place with that war. The war that's going to change reality forever. The war with Iran and false Israel. Everybody wants to know, will Iran sign the Jcpoa agreement? It's a big deal. It's a big deal. That means war is imminent. If they don't sign this, that means war is imminent, brothers and sisters. Meaning that it's going to happen. It's going to be made clear that it's got to happen. It's going to be so obvious that it happens. It's going to be a clear sign and a signal that it's going to happen. There's going to be this absolute that it's got to happen. See? That this war's got to happen. If Iran decide not to sign this Jcpoa agreement, it's going to be trouble. It's going to be trouble. Everyone is praying and hoping. You see, all Iran's enemies are praying and hoping that they sign this Jcpoa agreement. Now, for the brothers and sisters who don't know what the Jcpoa agreement is, it is the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. I'll say it again. The Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. Which is a deal. It's known as a deal. For Iran's nuclear deal. It's an agreement on the Iranian nuclear program. You see, between Iran and the P5+1 together with the European Union. You see? So, what exactly is what is that, brother? What is the P5? What's that all about? You see? See, the P5 is a permanent members of the United Nations Security Council. So it's a group of people, group of nations that have came together to do this deal with Iran. You see? To do this deal with Iran for peace. So it's the P5 or these nations is China, France, Russia, the United Kingdom, and the United States, along with the European Union. See, all these people have come together to make this agreement to keep the peace. So no one uses their nuclear weapons. So they can prevent the event of nuclear warfare. You see? Because everyone knows that's going to be bad. Because once one person pushes the button, everybody's pushing the button. But the thing is, false Israel can't afford to push that button. Not against Iran. False Israel can't afford to push that button. So, you see, they're hoping and praying. That's what they do, right? Hope and pray. But we know prayers don't work, you see? They're hoping that America's hoping that they sign this deal. You see? And we don't have much longer. We have about a day or so. This agreement is coming up. This is the point. This is where all decisions are made. You see? They're rooting for Iran to sign that deal. They haven't been complying. They're waiting to the last minute. You see? They've already said that they wouldn't. And the NGO had already said that they was not going back to the Jcpoa agreement. We've been saying this for years. That's what the NGO tells us. And as you see from their response, they haven't budged. They don't want to sign it. So you see, if they don't sign it, that's a problem. That means that water that was hot is now boiling. I mean, things are about to pop. Things are about to go off. Things are about to happen because they have to happen. You understand? See, but if they sign it, see, things simmer down. See, America has more time. See? Everyone has more time. See, even if they had more time, the plan is still to exterminate us. Take us out. Take all the black people out here in America. So that plan never changes, period. But that buys them enough time to do what they're trying to do. Bring in their mechanical vision. See? Because this world's destroying them. And they're destroying our world. So one has to go. And they're trying to bring in their world because our world's destroying them. But they're destroying our world, so they need to go. See? But that's the option. They need to go. So with that being said, the NGO says that they can't, that Iran's not going to sign that deal, you see. Which is a problem. Because, as you know, Iran has enough uranium to power their nuclear weapons. They have enough. So they have enough to use their nuclear weapons. And they've already prepared the bomb. So they're ready. They're not worried about false Israel. False Israel is worried about them. You see? So at this point, as I was explaining how everyone's a threat to America, you see, because American and false Israel, they the ones partnered up to do this thing, to shut this thing down, to threaten Iran, to force them to sign or else. We're going to commit 100% force on you. We're going to take action. You see, they were the one threatening them. A real threat. See, but they're threatened. You see, their lives are threatened by all these people, by China, North Korea, by Russia. See, by all these people that they're at war with. The blacks in America. See, we're a threat to their well-being. So is the same for false Israel. Iran having that uranium, having that access to power their nuclear weapons, having that bomb, you see, because that was the source of false Israel's power. They were the only ones who had that type of power. See, they didn't have the numbers. They had that nuclear weapon. But now that Iran has it, boop, boop, you see? That X them out like that, you see? They can't compete. False Israel is a small place compared to Iran. So they push that button. If false Israel push that button on them and blow up, they're going to blow something up over there. But when Iran go back to push their button, it's going to blow up the whole thing. It's going to blow false Israel right up. You see? So they can't compete now. So now, Iran is a threat. It's a threat to their life, their well-being. You understand what I'm saying? You see how serious this is? So these people don't sign this deal. That's a big problem. That's a big problem. That's a big deal. Because now Iran is a threat to these people's lives. So that means they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to make a move. You see, they're being silent. They're not saying anything because they're plotting. They're plotting. They're plotting to move in. They're plotting to move in. You see? Because they know that their lives, their well-being, they're at stake. They're being threatened. So they're secretly making a move. They're not going to be successful. You see? Because their time is up. They don't understand. They're messing with the wrong people. You see? Because Iran is going to be backed. He's gonna be backed. He's gonna be backed up in this war. They don't understand that because they think that they have all the best, the baddest of everything. America and them all think that they got it all under control. They think that they are the rulers. They think they run everything. They think that they're victorious in all areas. They think that they're the ones who control the air. You see? They think they control the atmosphere. Because they got all the top-notch aircrafts and jets and stuff of that nature. They think that they good. They think that they run. They control the battlefield. They control the war. But they don't understand that those UFOs that they've been seeing, that they call UFOs, they call wheels. And that's the God that's in them. Master Fard Muhammad. He's going to intervene on our behalf. He's going to assist in this war. And they see that those wheels completely disrupts and corrupts. I mean, it confuses them. It literally breaks their laws of physics. They can't even understand. They can't even start to comprehend them because they move at rates that they can't comprehend. That's moving faster. Because they said the only thing they said nothing can move faster than the speed of light. And that moves faster than the speed of light. You see? They say this thing the way it glides and the way it moves and the way, see, they have no idea how it's designed. They don't know how it shoots from the sky to the water, moving faster than anything they have under the water, double to triple the speed, shoot back up to the sky, and you see, shut down all their nuclear plants. You see, because we're in control. You see, so now they're not control the skies anymore. You see, now we control the sky, the atmosphere, and the thoughts, the thought sphere, the thoughts. You see, we control all of it. You see, because we control the weather. That's another topic. But they no longer are going to be successful. They're no longer going to be successful, brothers and sisters. And it says that Master Fard Muhammad had to intervene on our behalf. It said if he did not shorten those days, then no soul will be left alive. You understand what that means, brothers and sisters? What? I'm telling you that this Jcpoa agreement is an agreement for these people to keep the nuclear program, to keep peace, to keep people from pushing buttons and going ham. You see? Going ballistic, pushing buttons to disactivate or to simmer down anybody from using their nuclear weapons, from having, from them nuking the earth. Trying to scorch the planet. You see? That means everybody's dead. That's why I said no soul will be left alive if he didn't shorten those days. So that means he had to intervene on our behalf. You see? So the NGO is telling us that that Iran is not signing the Jcpoa agreement. So that means that war is imminent. Meaning that it has to happen. See? So that means that false Israel has to make a move. Soon. They have to make a move soon. But it says that the God intervened. So that means that he's going to have to he's going to have to make a move before they do. To stop them from doing what they're about to do. Because he has to intervene on our behalf. You see? He was the one who initiated the war in the Middle East. See? He's the one who started it. He had to. He had to intervene on our behalf, or no soul be left alive. Because what they're planning to do is still do exactly what they planned on doing, which is destroying everybody, destroying us all. You see? Because their time is up. Their time is up anyway, brothers and sisters. These devils, Satan, see? All these people that hate you, their plan is to destroy you anyway. And once they find out who they are, they have nothing to lose because they're destined for death. You see? Because they told them not to do what they did. All these things are centered around the Holocaust. Said not to eat from us, not to eat from that tree, us. Take us out. They did it anyway. See? And this is the consequence. This war. See, this war is preparing a way for us, the black man and woman of America, to get out of here, preparing us to go home. And it's setting up our enemies' death. See? So that war is going to happen. This is the war that's going to change everything forever. Things will never be the same, brothers and sisters. Destruction. All you're going to see is constant destruction. after this. It's going to trigger everything. Events is going to trigger back to back. It's going to trigger this war. It's going to trigger so many things that you're not going to be ready for. And everyone's counting on false Israel to win. Everybody's counting on the rapture. This is when God intervenes. You see, if they knew that to be true, then why are they signing agreements? Why are they trying to put in a good word on their behalf? Why are they trying to do certain things? Why don't they just pray and wait for God to come and defend them? Come out the sky like Superman and defend them. Because these people know that this stuff is not going to happen. There's a lot of us, handful of them that believe it. That God's going to intervene on their behalf and save false Israel and destroy all their enemies. And then they're going to come to America and save all the holy, pure white folk, the Caucasian pure Christians, and rapture them up. Send them straight into heaven. You see? Everyone thinks that they're going to be saved. So what happens when it don't? When the scenario doesn't happen like that, brothers and sisters? What happens when this war happens and Iran defeats false Israel? Which is what the Injil says. They're going to defeat them. Which isn't supposed to happen, brothers and sisters. You understand how big of a deal that is? That's what it says in Scripture. Once God put the chosen people in their land, they are not to be uprooted or removed. These are people that's claiming to be the seed of Abraham, the true seed of Abraham. So what happens when they get destroyed and removed? It's not supposed to happen according to Scripture. You see how big of a deal that is? And this idea is structure. Is the structure. The world is structured around the idea that these people are who they claim to be. So they lose that war. It's going to trigger a lot of things, brothers and sisters. This is the war that's going to trigger all these events. The War of Armageddon, which is a Caucasian war, because they lost that war. And they can't tell you that Master Fard Muhammad, that nigga in that wheel, they can't tell you that he was the one who defeated them. So guess who they gonna blame it on? They gonna blame it on Russia. See? There you go. It's gonna start the War of Armageddon, a Caucasian war, a European war. See, and this event is going to trigger the attack of all blacks because now you have second claim to being the true seed of Abraham. Now everyone knows who you are. And now these people know who they are. You see where I'm going with this, brothers and sisters? It means you the blessed ones. It said, cursed those who curse those who are blessed. Now they find out that you are the reason behind their judgment. And they've been cursed because they've been cursing the true seed of Abraham, God's chosen people. They've been completely destroying and making us miserable, tormenting, torturing us for 466 years. And said what was done to us would be done to them. Even worse, double scoop. That all her plagues will overtake her. In a day, meaning a year. Meaning that they're in trouble, past trouble. They're done for, they're history. See, so now they have nothing to lose. You see, now they're in their position, now they find out who they truly are. They got a mirror. And they see how hideous and how ugly they are. You see that they're the monsters, the beast. That they truly are. They see who they truly are for once. See, they were saying that we were the devils, cursed black. We were cursed black. We were Ham, cursed black to be slaves forever. Niggas, Satan. They calling us the devil. Opposite day. You see? They find out it's them. They was the sick, twisted people. Monsters. You see? And now they have no choice because they can't let this idea spread out, brothers and sisters. They can't let that idea spread. They're going to go insane. They're going to go insane. And on top of that, on top of them going insane, finding out who we are, and knowing that we in control of their judgment, at this point now, you understand that this world is an industrial complex. Everything is ran off industrial, off of the industry of machines, processors, and things of that nature. And all these things that they use in their industrial complex needs oil. Now, where do these people get their oil from? Where do America get their oil from? Well, they was getting it from Russia, which now they're going to be at odds with Russia, so they can't get it from Russia. And then they was counting on false Israel to win the war, so they can go get it from false Israel, right? What happens when false Israel lose? Now Iran and Syria are now back over the Middle East. Now they're the authorities of the Middle East. They're back on the throne. They're back running the Middle East. So now they're not getting any oil. You understand where this is going, brothers and sisters? You understand? These people they're not going to have any oil. And then Biden just gave all his oil reserves to China. His enemies. You see? Same people that's coming to destroy you too. See? You see how all this is coming together? This is all their consequence. This is all add up. This is all add up for the consequence of what they did to us. You see? You see how all these things are going to be squeezed together? You see how they about to suffer many plagues and all their crimes? They're going to suffer everything they did. You see? All these things are crumbling down them. They're not going to have any oil. They need oil for their business and their economic system to thrive. I mean, it's not going to thrive. I mean, everything's going to shut down. It means people are going to freeze to death. You see? They're not be able to export, import. They're not be able to do anything. Run and operate anything. Nobody's going to be driving around. Fuel's going to cost. Oil's going to cost. Everything's going to go skyrocket. See? And all the oil they have left is going straight to the military because they're going straight to war. You see? Because they're going to be at war with Russia. They're going to be at war. So they're going to use the rest of the oil that they do have and send it there to the military because they need it. They're priority. So everybody here is going to freeze to death. And it's going to be famine. People are going to be freezing and cold and hungry. You know what happens? These people had everything. They've always had everything. They've never starved a day in their lives. People, like I said, they might have done intermediate fasting, but they still eat. As far as they go with it. Even if they did it, it was a trend. They might have tried it. That was the last time they ever tried it. If they was fasting, that's the last time I tried that. You see that? That's the last time I'm trying that. You know? So you understand? These people have to eat. They're glutton. They're undisciplined. They don't have any discipline, brothers and sisters. These people, they're going to be starving. You know what this is going to lead to? If you don't have any discipline, it's going to lead to cannibalism. They're going to be starving. They're going to have nothing. They're going to be eating people. The Walking Dead. They're going to be eating their pets and their children. They're going to be eating their children before their pets. You see? That's when it said children are going to be gray-headed. Never in history has children been gray-headed because they got to run from their parents. This is where America is headed, brothers and sisters. It's only going to get worse from here. It's only going to get worse from here, brothers and sisters. So these people are going to be here eating each other because they're going to be so hungry. They're going to be so devastated. Their whole minds are going to be in shock. These people gonna be walking around looking delusional, looking like drunk. They're gonna be looking like men gonna be looking drunken but haven't had a drink. You see? They're gonna be out here out of their minds. For all the things that's to come. It said millions of men's hearts have failed. It said the men's hearts have failed from what's to come because the earth is shaking. From the earth shaking. From the authorities of the earth shaking. See? Because I mean they lost their position in heaven. They lost their authority. They lost everything. Meaning their hearts would fail from fear from what's to come, of what's just to come. You see? So these people gonna be sitting here starving. No hope, no nothing. Having to endure all these things. You see? And then for the people who think that they're going to outsmart this situation by stocking up on food and getting prepared to stock up on food, you understand that you're going to set yourself up for failure? You trying to stock up for food, you're going to make yourself a target because anyone who doesn't have food, anyone who hasn't eaten, their senses are going to be kicked into gear. They're going to smell that from miles away. You start cooking anything, now you made yourself a target. You see? Now they're going to come in and they're going to eat. They're going to eat your food and eat you. You're going to make yourself a target. So, see, you can't cook nothing. You're not going to be able to do those type of things. And every day it's going to get worse. Every day it's going to get worse. Instead of get to the point where pregnant women, before we get to the pregnant women, there won't be any more babies. There won't be any more elderly people because they're going to eat them first. Then they eat the children. Then they eat the pets. You see? But it's going to get to the point where women are going to give birth in silence to eat their babies. So how hungry these people are going to be. You see? And during this is still on top of all the plagues that's coming. The demons, the devil's children, black-faced children, the demons. And their plague, and their locust plague. These people coming and tearing up America. 5-month plague. They tearing up America. They tearing up everything in America. Because see, they want to take over America. They want America. They're going to war with America. They're not going to win. They're going to get eliminated. And they're going to get, see? So the demon's going to be, you see, everybody's going to be hungry. They're going to be eating one another. So the demon's going to be eating the devil, and the devil's going to be eating the demons. And obviously, you don't know who's going to win. Like I said, the devil's outnumbered the demons. So they're going to eat all the demons alive. But on top of all that, you still have China and India on the way. 200 million man army. You still have them coming to invade America. You see everything? All their plagues will overtake them in a day, in a year. Everything's going to be compressed into 1 year. The time of unprecedented trouble. A time like no other, never will there be. For what they did to us during the Holocaust. Everything's going to be squeezed together, brothers and sisters. These people didn't get away with nothing. They're not going to have anything to eat. You see? They're going to be eating anything. Bugs. See? Rats. Roaches. Anything. Anything they get their hands on. These people are going to be eating anything. Poop. See? They're eating shit. They don't care. Whatever they can get their hands on, they starving. On top of that, like I said, you got China and India coming in to take these people into captivity. They can't even compete with the 200 million man army, surrounding them by all angles, taking them into captivity, taking them up to the northern part of Europe to inflict more terror and torture on them. You see? And this is all stemmed from Iran not signing this deal. That's how important this deal is, brothers and sisters. This is from Iran not signing that deal. See, this is a big deal. This is a big problem. Bigger than anyone knows. Bigger than our brothers and sisters know. Because we're in the eye of the storm. We're sitting in a cool spot. We don't see any danger. Till it moves. Then you're face to face with it. And it's too late. Because these people are trying to kill you. That's what's going to happen. You see? It's like the Titanic. They didn't know the boat was sinking until it tilted. Then they were sliding and thrown everywhere. It was too late. See, because the people wouldn't warn them. They wouldn't tell them about it. The pastors, the preachers, the demons, the people that's manipulating you. You see? Telling you to stay here in America, the land of imprisonment. The place is going to be engulfed in flames. Selling you dreams, hocus pocus, taken from you. These people misleading you, confusing you. See, having you push American dream, master's vision, which is 100% against you. When all you have to do is go home, get out of here, and not suffer the enemy's consequence, which is on their ass. And there's nothing they can do to get away. So it's nothing that they could do to escape all these things that's to come. It's nothing they can do. They can't escape it. They can't get rid of the evidence. They get rid of the evidence. But you can't get rid of consequence. You see what I'm saying? You can get rid of evidence, but you can't get rid of consequence. So now it comes in a different form. You try to change it. You try to get rid of this situation. Now you change the form. Now it comes in a different form. You can't get rid of consequence. See? And that's what they don't understand. You reap what you sow. That's our reality. Consequence. It's mathematics. Every action has a reaction. Every action has a consequence. You created this. This is what you created. You created this circumstance for yourself. You see? And you can't get out of it. Ain't no talking your way out of this one. So you see? With what we're up against, brothers and sisters, this is what we're up against. And we don't have to go through these things, brothers and sisters. I'm just here to give you the information on what's going to take place if you decide to stay here with these people. You see, they're going to eat each other. They're going to get invaded. You see? They're going to have plagues on top of plagues. These people are going to be going through it. 466 years squeezed into 1 year. Everything they did was going to be given back to them. So you see the importance of not trying to associate yourself with these people. You can't try to associate with yourself with these people. Because what happened to you when the judge found out that you associate to the crime? You get the same amount of time. You get the same amount of time, brothers and sisters. They charge you for the same amount of time. They give you the same time for the crime that he committed. Because you associated yourself with these people. See? So you have to disconnect from these people. Disconnect from this reality. You have to stop investing in this world's life. Because this world's life is going down. And if you invest in this world's life, you lose your life. You have to start investing in yourself. Get rid of this world's life. Get rid of this world's life software. Everything that they installed in your mind, you got to get rid of it. Yank it out your mind. Yank it out of your brain. It's connected to your brain. You got to take it out. Throw it in the trash. Get rid of it. You see? And now you have to start uploading your vision. The vision that's coming in. The vision that's crushing them. The one that's crushing this whole reality. The higher pressure. The gospel. The Injil. You got to upload the higher pressure that's destroying this low reality. High pressure eliminates low pressure. It's a low pressure reality. And they're not going to be able to survive. But you can. See? Because they don't have the ability and the complex, the structure, the physique. They don't have the hardware. They don't have the brain. See? But you do. You can upload this knowledge from being destroyed because the Injil says that little stone is spread throughout the earth, and anyone who fell on it Anyone who fell on it went into pieces. Were broken into pieces. You see? And anyone that was in the way of it was shattered and grinded into pieces. See? So there's nothing that anyone can do to get in the way with this. It's higher pressure. Anyone that's in the way of it is getting crushed. And these people, these devils and these demons are getting crushed by it automatically because these people don't have the physique. See, they are weak people. They weak structure. See? And to withstand this pressure, you have to have a stronger structure, which you have. You have the structure to withstand this pressure. But if you're functioning on a low pressure, then you'll be victim to being crushed by the reality that's coming in. So that's why you got to get rid of this reality, this world's life, and invest in yourself. Pick up the NGO, lift the weights, get in there and work your mind. Get your mind strong to withstand the new reality that's coming in, or you're going to be crushed. That's mathematics, brothers and sisters. The NGO's getting you prepared for the new reality, the new world that we're headed in. And this is a test to get you prepared for it. So if you can't pass this test, you can't go into a new reality. See? So you have to invest in yourself. Invest in the vision, in your vision. The people without a vision will perish. If you don't invest in your vision, you'll perish. So if you neglect this world's life, you sacrifice this world's life to invest in your life, you save your life. But you lose this world's life. But that's okay because this world's life is coming to an end. You see what I summed it up together for you. It's over with. America's done. Iran's not signing the nuclear plan. They're not going to sign the Jcpoa agreement. They want war. Because America's done. It's part of the consequence. What happened to us during the Holocaust, brothers and sisters, America's toast. So saving your life would be wise. Would be the best decision. To split, to get out of here. To completely separate from these monsters. And get what's due to them. Because little do you know, we're the people who holding it up. You see? You understand that? Because you're the strongest structure. America has you captured. The wealth of America. The great substance that we talked about yesterday. You see? The creator of everything. They got the gold. This gold and silver makers. You see? They got the original nation. The creator. The creator of everything. So you're the pillar that's holding this thing up. And once we separate, once we unite, it's their destruction. We're the pillar that's holding it up. And once we separate, we release. We don't think hold it up, so it's going to collapse. We're going to destroy our enemies. We're going to defeat the beast. We're getting out of here. We're going home to be blessed. To live in complete bliss. To build our paradise where nobody can rob us for it ever again. In the world, we're going to be living in a new reality. The new Jerusalem. Where Suleiman, we're going to make all things new. We're going to be one body. One nation. We're going to be one. We're going to be living in complete bliss. Something that you could never even imagine. Something that you've never experienced. No pains, no aches, no nothing. No sleep, no nothing. See, no more none of that. Energized. Living for years. See, living good. So this world's life, nothing compared to here. We're going to live for years compared to this world's life. 6,000 years is nothing compared to 76 trillion years. You see, put that on paper, brothers and sisters. That's what you're been. That's your reward. Compared to this world's life, you sell your soul for a Tootsie Roll. That's what they say, right? It's not. It can't even compare. So it's easy. It's an easy equation. It's an easy solution to get out of here. It's an easy decision to make, brothers, but you have to make it. You have to be the one to do it. No one's going to be doing anything for you anymore. No one's going to be forcing you to do anything. Because you're the God. You see? So you have to go back home a God. Can't go home in that condition. So if you decide to stay here, then that's on you, brothers and sisters. That's on you. That's on you. Not the sisters, but the brothers. If you decide to be ignorant, that's on you because the sisters have a helping hand. The sisters did their part. They're the reason why we're here. So all they have to do is just jump on board and come on. And come on home. Because we have nothing against you. You did your job. But these brothers, you have to be 100%. 100%. or you was left in tribulations to go through the fire, to be purified. You had to be 100% purified. I mean, you had to be left in the incubator. You're a premature baby that needed to be left in the incubator to get better. You had to be 100%. Come home 100%. So whatever percentage you left at, you have to get there to get home. So if you're 70, you need 30. If you're 60, you need 40. You understand? If you're 99, you need the 1% you need. You're still going through the tribulations because you got to be 100%. You have to be prepared to go home. So that's a requirement to get out of here, to escape this world's life. You have to be 100% out of this reality. You have to get out of this reality and be 100% ready to go home. So, Iran's not signing that deal. So that means war is imminent. They're going to trigger all these events that I just told you about. Everything, all these things are going to happen. It's going to be much worse than what I'm saying to you. I'm just giving you a little snippet. But you don't plan on being here, brothers and sisters. That's not the intentions. Hope you don't plan on being here because it's going to be much worse than what I'm telling you. I can't get as deep in detail because I'm not vicious. I'm not a monster. I can't paint that vivid picture for you to try to give it to you the way, like how they do in these horror movies, because they're monsters. They're beasts. See? These people are evil. So I can only come close and try my best. But you don't want to be here, brothers. You want to get out of here. You want to get out of the land of your imprisonment. You don't want to be a prisoner here anymore because you're about to suffer the Holocaust twice. But this time you're going to suffer it in 1 year. You don't have to. That's not the idea. The idea is for you to be blessed and go home and go get your reward. Go home to the promised land. Go home to Arabia, the best part of planet Earth. Back to your home to get your language back. See? To get your heritage back, your culture back. To avenge your ancestors, avenge your women. Get the respect that you deserve. You see, get everything back that they took from you. So it's time to wake up. It's time to break those chains. It's time to get from underneath these people control. It's time to get your right mind back, brothers and sisters. It's time to go home. So with that said, brothers and sisters, I'm going to bring this to a close. Thank you for listening to me. Assalamu alaikum.